Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. R. Rangaprasad, and I'm going to talk on the emerging landscape as far as food packaging and safety regulations are concerned. Now, packaged foods have been in the global food operators business for the last 50 years. And because of the wide complexity of materials and chemicals which are used in selling packaged foods, these have to be regulated so that they can reach the consumer in a safe and protected fashion. The US FDA started this process of regulating food ingredients and as well as food packaging materials way back in the 1950s, and the US FDA Act came in 1958. Subsequently, there have been many revisions, and likewise in the European Union, there have been country-wise standards and regulations which have now been harmonized or integrated so that safe and packaged foods can reach European Union markets, following the satisfying both the harmonized regulations as well as the local country-wise regulations. Now, there are particularly when this process of harmonization goes on, there are a number of trends that are emerging, and I'll just allude to a couple of trends that are emerging. One is when you make a regulation or a standard, it has to factor in the kind of population that you're dealing with. And today we're dealing with a young population worldwide, and therefore many of the ingredients that are being used will have to be targeted to declare them as safe when they come into contact with the food material. The second is the use of technology which comes into packaged foods. We've heard of technologies like nanotechnology, or you've heard of smart and intelligent packaging system which sometimes uses electronic chemicals. When they come into contact, so there is a need for standards and regulations to ascertain whether these are safe for food contact as well. The third is the use of specific chemicals, and the two that have been under the scanner are BPA, that is bisphenol A, and phthalates, which have been the subject of concern over the number of years. So it is for this reason that polycarbonate and PVC have almost gone out of as a packaging material for direct food contact. And the last one is now, because of the ban on plastics worldwide and becoming an environmental concern, we are also concerned with the use of recycled material or recycled plastics into direct food contact. And these are some of the notable changes that are happening across regulatory agencies. In India, we have the FSSAI, which will now bring out a comprehensive food standards and regulation which will come into effect from 2019 July. It incorporates the BIS standards which have already been there for different categories of materials. But what FSSAI has done is now it has brought the packaging materials and also the ancillary materials like printing inks, labels, all into one comprehensive standard. And this will now become mandatory for food business operators who want to deliver packaged foods in a safe and hygienic condition to the end consumer. So I hope the FSSAI regulations which will come into effect will be a milestone or a landmark milestone in the history of packaged foods in this country. It will lead to more awareness, use of misinformation like fresh, organic, and other jargons will be under the scanner. Food business operators who resort to making false claims in their advertisements will be penalized very heavily. And last but not the least, the unorganized sector, which uses unconventional materials like newspaper for package of food, will be totally banned. Newsprint is one of the most hazardous materials which is used for packaging street food. Food inspectors will be moving around, so you can expect tough actions. So all in all, it augurs very well for the food startups. So you can expect a lot of good condition, hygienic food being packed and delivered safely to the consumer. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this short little analysis. Thank you very much.